Hey, geek boy, you just gonna stand there and watch?
Huh?
Huh? Who is that? Why'd Mio call him out?
Wait, isn't that the geek from the anime club?
What the heck? Why is Mio-senpai picking him?
I'm not really.
Hey, geek boy, think you can copy this move?
What? Why would she say something like that?
No way, no way. There's no chance he can pull off that dance.
This is like public humiliation.
Come on, give it a try. Or are you gonna run away?
I'll try.
What?
No way, this has got to be a joke.
For a moment, the entire venue fell silent. Then, the music started playing again. Takumi began to move, and that movement was flawless.
No way!
How? How can he dance like that?
Whoa. He's recreating every step perfectly.
Uh-huh.
Mio's eyes went wide, her breath caught in her throat. This was a twist she never saw coming. All eyes focused on one point. Takumi Fujita, the so-called geek, was unleashing an incredible dance. And so, the story of these two started to move forward. Mio Sena, the star of the college dance club. Unpredictable, free-spirited, and her dancing captivates everyone. She's always been carefree about love and dance. Takumi Fujita, a member of the anime club. He hated standing out and just wanted to quietly enjoy his games until his hidden talent was about to be revealed. A whimsical cat and a calm and collected geek. When these total opposites collide, what kind of chemistry will spark? The day after the dance performance, the campus was abuzz with talk of last night's events.
Dude, that geek yesterday was insane.
He perfectly copied Mio-senpai's dance. Who the heck is that guy?
Apparently he's from the anime club, but I have no clue how that's possible.
Amid the rumors, Takumi quietly read a book in the corner.
Hey there, geek boy, what's up?
What do you want?
Don't be so cold. You acted so cool yesterday.
I wasn't trying to show off. You provoked me and I just responded.
Yeah, that's it. Your calm attitude kinda ticks me off, you know?
Then maybe you shouldn't bother talking to me.
No can do, geek boy. Why don't you join the dance club?
No thanks.
You shot me down in a heartbeat.
Mio puffed her cheeks in annoyance, but then quickly grinned mischievously.
You danced so well yesterday. It'd be a waste not to join.
I just like video games. Dance doesn't matter to me.
Oh, it totally matters. You can move like that, so why not?
It's got nothing to do with me.
Mio gave Takumi a sharp stare, folding her arms.
Then tell me, which do you think is harder, games or dance?
They're not comparable. They're different fields.
I see, but if you can dance like it's a game, doesn't that make you want to try it a bit more?
No, it doesn't.
Wow, you're stubborn.
Mio let out an exasperated sigh before suddenly grabbing Takumi's arm.
Hey, what are you?
Just come with me for a second.
Half against his will, Takumi was dragged into the dance club's practice room. The club members were already gathered, and they gawked when Mio showed up with Takumi in tow.
What? That geek boy? Mio-senpai brought him here?
He pulled off those crazy moves yesterday. You think he's actually joining?
He hasn't agreed yet, but come on, geek boy, show him what you got.
Show what? I don't plan on dancing.
Then try this.
Mio tapped her foot rhythmically and performed a quick, intricate step. It was a move no beginner could possibly do.
That's impossible for a first-timer.
Nope, geek boy here is special.
Faced with Mio's challenging grin, Takumi sighed quietly.
Just once, okay?
Then he stepped forward. In that moment, the atmosphere changed.
Uh-huh.
Takumi perfectly copied Mio's steps without a single mistake.
No way, he nailed it on his first try?
That's unreal.
Mio was stunned, but somewhere inside, she seemed to be enjoying it.
Hey, geek boy, you've definitely got a knack for dance.
Her words made Takumi's expression cloud over slightly.
I told you it doesn't matter to me.
His voice was low, but there was a faint hint of doubt hidden within. The club members couldn't hide their excitement at Takumi's flawless footwork.
No way. Doing that on the first try.
He's not a beginner, right? Did he learn somewhere before?
No, I've never taken lessons. I just understand the moves when I see them.
Seriously, I don't get you at all.
Mio folded her arms and stared at Takumi. Her usual taunting grin had vanished, replaced by genuine surprise. Then, with a small shift in expression, she walked closer to him.
Hey, geek boy, could it be that you actually like dancing?
No, I'm just good at copying moves, that's all.
Well, that's still a talent, right?
Though she said it casually, Mio felt a slight twinge of anxiety. Until now, she'd always had the upper hand, able to toy with anyone. But Takumi was different. No matter how much she teased him, he never flinched. He even showed he had real skill. Mio felt a small thorn in her heart.
Hey, geek boy, come hang out with me for a bit.
You mean dancing again?
Mio announced she wanted to know more about you and dragged Takumi to the arcade.
Geek boy, you ever come to arcades?
Yeah, just to play rhythm games.
Oh, really? Show me what you can do.
Takumi silently stood at the machine and started pressing the buttons without hesitation. As soon as the music began, his fingers flew with pinpoint accuracy.
Wow, that's insane. He's too good.
That's basically pro level.
A crowd began to gather, mesmerized by Takumi's performance. Suddenly, a curious-looking girl approached.
That's amazing. I've never seen someone play like that before.
Thank you.
I love this game too. Could you teach me a few tricks?
The girl smiled innocently, catching Mio's attention. Mio's brow twitched.
Oh, really?
Mio smoothly slipped between the girl and Takumi, casually placing her hand on his arm.
Sorry, but geek boy's in the middle of my private lesson right now.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
She backed off, looking a bit surprised. Mio let out a small sigh, then glared at Takumi.
So you're more popular than I thought.
I'm not popular.
Is that so?
Still feeling a little uneasy, Mio tugged Takumi over to a claw machine.
Hey, geek boy, win that for me?
You mean the claw machine?
Yeah, I want that cat plushie.
Takumi quietly started the game, maneuvering the claw with surgical precision. He lined it up perfectly, lifted the plushie, and didn't drop it.
No way, one try.
Total pro move.
Takumi handed the plushie over to Mio without ceremony.
Here you go.
He offered it like it was the most natural thing in the world. Mio took it, suddenly noticing how close Takumi was. Seeing his calm face up close made her heart skip a beat. She quickly turned her gaze away, trying to hide her flustered expression.
Well, that's obviously no big deal for you, right?
She tried to act casual, but she could feel her cheeks heating up. Mio never expected this guy to make her heart race. Afterward, they headed to a cafe.
You know, just like with games, why not dance more? You're obviously good at it.
Being good at it doesn't give me a reason to do it.
Mio felt a sudden pang in her heart. Maybe to Takumi, dance was just data, like a game. Was her world just another game to him? That thought made her pout.
So that means I'm just part of your data too, right?
What do you mean?
If all you do is copy my movements, then I'm just another piece in your game, aren't I?
That's not what I meant.
Takumi's expression flickered for a moment. Mio gave a small laugh.
Geek boy, you know it's okay to have fun, right?
She joked, but there was a hint of something serious in her words. It felt like she was asking herself the same question. She had intended to keep teasing him, but she realized he was taking up a bigger space in her mind. Mio hated to admit it, but she was definitely interested in him. She never imagined she'd feel like this. Later, at practice, Mio stared at herself in the mirror. Her moves were fine, but her focus was off. And she knew exactly why. She couldn't stop thinking about Geek Boy, Takumi.
Mio-senpai, you're making a bunch of mistakes today.
Weird. You usually get everything perfect on the first try.
It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff.
Right then, the door opened and Takumi walked in.
Oh, he's here.
Geek boy dancing again.
Mio-senpai asked me to come.
Are you seriously saying you don't enjoy dancing at all?
Yes, I'm serious.
But your steps yesterday were awesome. Normally you'd want to do more, right?
I just replicate the correct moves. Emotion doesn't really factor in.
Mayo's eyebrow twitched.
Excuse me? Dance is about expressing yourself.
For me, it's just an extension of rhythm games.
Mio clenched her fists at his words.
So you're telling me my dancing is just data to you? All the time and effort I've put into this, just some moves you can copy?
That's not my intention. I just don't have any special feelings for dance.
Mayo held her breath. Was he really that detached, or was he lying to himself?
Geek boy, have you ever been totally obsessed with something?
Yes, video games.
That's it?
Yes.
Something caught in Mio's chest. She felt like she shouldn't leave him like this.
Fine. Then I'll show you what's fun about dance. Simple rules, watch me dance and copy it. That's all.
Everyone looked on with anticipation as Mio started dancing to a rhythm. Swift footwork, shifts in expression, every fingertip under control.
As expected from Mio-senpai, she's incredible.
Her artistry is on another level.
When the song ended, Mio turned to Takumi.
Okay, your turn.
Without a word, Takumi stepped forward and began to dance. It was perfect, but something was missing.
He's amazing, but it feels off somehow.
Yeah, technically flawless, but there's no emotion.
See what I mean?
Mayo folded her arms and stared at Takumi. His dance was astonishingly accurate, but there was no heart.
You can't just copy moves. That's not real dancing.
Takumi said nothing, just met Mio's gaze. There was a faint uncertainty in his eyes. Mayo felt certain he hadn't found his true self yet.
Geek boy, I'm going to teach you what dance really means.
It was a challenge. Takumi took a quiet breath. He'd never seriously devoted himself to anything before. He just did what he was good at, within his comfort zone. But Mio was different. She found meaning in dancing and threw all her passion into it.
I don't have that kind of passion.
He thought that, yet something inside him felt uneasy. He couldn't look away from her gaze. When she said there was no heart in his dancing, it made him realize for the first time that he was moving without any emotion. It was just imitation. He'd always thought that was his strength. But was that enough for him? Unconsciously, Takumi clenched his fist. Then, to his own surprise, he spoke honestly.
Is there really a point in me doing this?
Mio widened her eyes a little, surprised, then smiled.
If you give it your all, I know you'll amaze me. So yeah, there is a point.
At those words, Takumi took a short breath, something stirring inside his heart.
All right, I'll try, in my own way.
It was the first time he chose to give it his all. Day by day, as Takumi practiced, his dance began to change. He wasn't just copying anymore. Little by little, his own expression emerged. Then one day, Mio made an offhand comment.
Hey geek boy, want to enter a competition with me?
A dance competition?
Yeah, we've come this far, so let's see what your serious mode can do.
Takumi hesitated. He'd been dancing just because Mio dragged him into it. But now, it felt different. Bit by bit, he realized he actually wanted to dance.
You think we can win?
Mayo beamed confidently.
Beats me, but don't you think we'll make something amazing happen?
In that moment, a spark lit within Takumi's heart. Winning or losing didn't matter. He just wanted to dance for real.
All right.
And so, Takumi decided to compete in the dance contest. On the day of the competition, the venue buzzed with excitement.
The level this year looks crazy high.
Mio-senpai's totally gonna win this.
Backstage, Mio took deep breaths, but she couldn't hide her nerves.
Where is he? He's supposed to be here.
Takumi was nowhere in sight. He'd practiced with her until yesterday, but now he'd vanished.
Takumi's not here?
Maybe he decided not to show?
Mio felt uneasy, remembering the look on Takumi's face the day before. Just then, the doors opened, and a guy with black-rimmed glasses quietly entered.
You're late.
Looks like I made it in time.
He wore the same expression as always, but determination shone in his eyes. Finally, it was Mio and Takumi's turn.
Let's see how far you've come.
I want to show you something too.
The music started. Their dance began. Takumi's moves were flawless, but this time they were full of passion.
Whoa, he's got a different vibe now.
Yeah, like he's putting real emotion into it.
He'd added expression to his perfect technique. It was something he'd gained through his time with Mio.
Not bad at all.
Mayo poured her entire self into the dance in return. Their moves seemed to be in conversation. At the final pose, they froze in unison. The crowd fell silent.
Wow.
That was unbelievable.
A moment later, the audience erupted in cheers.
Geek Boy is on fire.
This has to be the winning routine.
Sure enough, Mio and Takumi were announced as the winners. Amid the roaring applause, Mio looked at Takumi.
You were amazing up there.
Thank you.
Hey, geek boy.
Yes?
I kinda want to learn more about you.
Mio's face was more serious than ever before. The day after the competition, the campus was still buzzing about their victory.
I never thought that Geek would actually win.
And with Mio-senpai no less.
Bet they're dating now.
Takumi walked quietly, ignoring the rumors as usual. Suddenly, a familiar voice called out from behind.
Geek boy!
Mio-senpai?
Mio ran up to him and clung lightly to his arm.
What are you doing?
Oh, come on. Let me be a little clingy, okay?
Clingy?
Because you know, you were super cool yesterday. You got even more attention than me.
I doubt that.
When he tried to deny it, Mio stared straight at his face.
Hey, pay more attention to me.
Mio, who'd once toyed with Takumi like a cat with its prey, now snuggled up to him like an affectionate kitten.
Mio-senpai, you're acting strange.
Well, it's your fault.
My fault?
I've totally fallen for you.
It was a straightforward confession, so unlike her usual self. Takumi paused, then quietly answered.
I'm not really sure how to respond.
Gosh, you're so dense.
Mio laughed, hugging Takumi's arm even tighter.
Whatever, I'll just teach you how I feel, nice and slow.
The once fickle cat was now completely snuggling up to Geek Boy. And so their strange relationship began to shift into something new. She, once a fickle cat, had started clinging to Geek Boy with complete affection. And so their strange relationship took on a new shape as it moved forward,